Hello and welcome to the virtual groom room. My name is Jack, your host, and today I'm bringing you another shade video. And my choice of soap today is going to be from Southern Witchcrafts out of Georgia, and it's probably Matres. I don't quite know how it's pronounced. Another vegan soap by Southern Witchcrafts. The scent on this, so the scent notes are amber, oakmoss, terrasol, and rosewood. I don't quite know what terrasol is. For me, this is a musky, spicy scent. It's quite dark, like pretty much all of Southern Witchcraft scents are. They actually have something coming out in collaboration with Australian Private Reserve, and honestly, that's going to be fire. I already know that's going to be fantastic. Yeah, that's the soap we're using today. The scent is like I said, like a darkish, spicy, a bit woody. There's a tiny bit of floral, that might be from the rosewood or amber. I don't know. That's our soap today. It's really nice, the scent, and that's what we're going to be using. So our razor is new, and this is the Colonial General. We're going to talk through this as I shave with it. The handle design is here. It's an interesting looking razor. We're going to talk some more when I start shaving. And our brush, I've not used this guy for a while. This is the V4 tip knot on this Coral Reef handle by that darn Rob. V4 tip knot being from Melton at TurnnShave. So this is how I use this brush. I've seen people dunk it, I've seen people do loads of stuff. I make sure there is no water in it at all. So I'm literally just flicking, squeeze. So I want most of the gel to go away. So the reason I've done that is because soaking it gives it the best face fill, right? It's still partially gelled there, as you can see. And now all I'm going to do is load. This requires a little bit of a heavier load because of the type of brush it is. So all I'm going to do is load heavy, as you can see. It's loading pretty dry. That's what it's doing. So I'm loading like that. So it's picking up a lot of soap because there's no moisture in the knot. So now I've loaded a bit. All I'm going to do here, I have this water where I soak the brush. I'm just going to dip the tips ever so slightly, like that. And then we're going to continue lathering to pick up some more soap. Keep going. So for some of you that don't like plowing through your soaps, like I get it. For me, I just don't care. Like I have so many of them that it doesn't matter. There are some I don't want to plow through, the things that I absolutely love and that have been limited edition and I can't get back, but for the most part, most of them I can get back, you know? So I'm not too bothered. But even if some of them I can get back, they're not things I absolutely love. So I'm not too bothered about running out of them. Like, I have a duplicate thing of Cole's Pond, a duplicate tub because I love that soap so much. Okay, there's like a woody spiciness to the scent. I've used this base before and it's fantastic. It really is one of the best vegan bases out there in my opinion. I think it's 4 ounces of soap. It is. So it's about $4 an ounce if you care about that sort of thing. I think that's quite reasonable, honestly. So yeah, we've got a decent load here. So that's how I do it. That's how I load the V4. I know people struggle because of the softness of the tips, and that's understandable. It's not because of the softness of the tips, it's not great at picking up soap. I keep getting notifications here. Let's get this going. There we go, I'm happy with that. So now we're gonna spray. Use any water that's remaining. Okay, the water's been used. Crater is made in the brush. Now we get our nerdy squirt bottle and we squirt that in. This is a great knot. In terms of performance, I actually prefer his V3. If you want a V3 that's jelly, get the 30mm V3. I actually prefer that knot. It's got a bit more backbone. Although this has a good backbone. I found that a little bit of water goes quite a long way with this brush. This knot rather. So let's add a bit more. My hair isn't done because I've not long come out of the shower. It's been a long day, this one. This video will be uploaded in 1080p. My main machine, which is my work PC, which I also do quite a bit of video gaming on. I am doing some upgrades and it's currently out of order. So this is going to be uploaded via my MacBook. And my MacBook just isn't powerful enough to render 4K video, unfortunately. So for anyone that does watch it in 4K, I'm not sure how many of you do, to be honest. I'm sorry. I'll be back pretty soon. Although I did notice I know you guys don't care, like rendering talk. I've managed to get 4K rendering times, 4K 60 rendering times on my current machine, down to 40 minutes per video, which is crazy. Okay, now there's clearly no benefits for the water anymore, so I'm gonna add some more. Almost fucking threw the squirt bottle across the room. So last time with this soap, I got very carried away and lathered for an hour. Not literally, but... Man. Leave me alone, people. I'm trying to shave here. Could you tell him? Could you tell him for me? Jack's trying to shave. Leave him alone. This feels fantastic. I can tell it's still a bit dry. What you'll notice, there's almost like a stickiness, and I want to get rid of that. So we will. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna pick up all of the flow through here, like we often do, and we're gonna put it on the top of the brush like a hat. Paint that on. So it's still a bit dry for me. Man, this is good fun. I really like this soap base. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be a part of that Australian Private Reserve collab. Dan, he may be many things, but for me he makes some ridiculously good scents. I mean, Bombora is just to die for. Honestly, it is. If any of you have an aftershave that you want to get rid of for Bombora, tell me. I'll give you $50 for it. I'm serious. I have been looking for that for a year. And not been able to find it. People, leave me alone. Nice. It's getting there. I can feel the less resistance when painting. How long have I been going? It's not that bad. 9 minutes? What's 9 minutes? let's test here. Yeah, let's get in there. Some of you are probably saying, get in there? You've been lavering for 4 days. Like, I'm sorry, okay? This is what I like to do. Some of you may call me a snob. And you would be correct. No, I'm only kidding. I can understand if people get annoyed at me for that. I'm not a snob, trust me. Use whatever the fuck you want. Shave with a cart for all I care. Marry a donkey. I really don't give a shit. How are we doing? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I wish people would just leave me alone. Cool. Let's go with that. Dude, I can't stop fiddling. I just paint on the bloody mustache and get to it, Jack. Right? I know. Right, okay. Let's try this Colonial General. We'll talk a bit more about the razor when I actually start shaving. Let's go with the grain. Okay. So inside this, I have a Schick P30 Pro line. So what I will say, and I'm not going to know this until the shave is done. Okay, so I'm going to directly compare this to the other single edge razors I use. This is considerably more efficient or aggressive in terms of blade feel than the Black Line Vector. And by default, it's more efficient than the Paradigm. So I'm using this with a P-Line Pro 30. I wouldn't use this with a feather. The real estate on the head is quite big. Makes it a little bit difficult to get under the nose. For me, for my standards, the finishing is par. It's not terrible, but to not sound like a dick, it doesn't impress me. It's just okay. Okay, that's our first pass. The pass that really will tell is that cross grain pass. So it seems to me right now, and I'll tell you kind of what I feel. It seems as if there's considerably more blade feel with no efficiency advantages over the Vector. The Vector at the moment for me is best in class. If I'm taking everything into account, design, the way it shaves, I'm almost of the opinion that if you release a single edge, it has to have a head like the Vector. If it doesn't, then there's almost no point. Because the Vector's head is what makes the Vector unique to the rest of them, because it's that very low profile. And for me personally, that's been a criticism of similar types of razors. Especially this one. I wouldn't say especially. I have a couple more, and like I said, I've got a few more in recently, just for testing, for something specific. This isn't a bad shaver. What I would say about these types of razors and the blades they use, now I'm not talking specifically for this, even if you're an incompetent designer, it's much easier to develop blade clamping on a head like this, mainly because of the size of the blade. think about it like a ruler or a yardstick over a table. If there's less yardstick over the edge of the table, there's less vibration with the blade. So technically, comparing this to a DE razor and thinking about the DE razor clamped in the middle and the blade edge control is poor, it's much easier to achieve good blade edge control with this because there's less of that edge, if you understand what I mean. If they control this closer to the center, there's less of a remainder to create blade chatter. Yeah, that's quite... That has a bit of blade feel. Probably a little bit more than the SBD, I would say. Which means it's a little on the aggressive side for me. And honestly, it doesn't seem like it has much of an uptick in efficiency, considering the level of blade feel. There's no payoff with an increase in efficiency over the vector for me. Very light touch. It shaves well. Well, it shaves okay, but I can't justify the blade feel if there's no increase in efficiency. Like, there's no clear increase in efficiency. The blade angle's pretty obvious. Overall though, it's given a decent shave and I can't really complain about that. Judging by the level of comfort and the efficiency of the razor, it doesn't hold a candle to the Blackman Vector for me. Okay, let me can I get this on the face here, and I will be right back for the post shave and my final thoughts. I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, post shave time. Oh, let's have a feel. So that's exactly what I would say about this razor. In fact, I'll get into that in a minute. But let's actually do the post shave. So I'm going to use once again the Hoshitsu Elixir by Ariana and Evans. Has good, very regenerative properties. If I've shaved anywhere a little rough, this would do a great job in dealing with that. Don't really feel like I've shaved anywhere rough, but just in case. Okay, let's do a recap of what I used and give you my thoughts. Matres, I actually love this soap base, it's outstanding. Really one of the best vegan soap bases I've used personally. If you're not a fan of dark scents, I think they have some other scents, like kind of single note scents like peach and lavender and stuff like that. I consider giving it a go. I really do like this soap base, it's very, very good. Now the razor. I'd say if level of blade fill on the Vector's a 6, this is an 8. Or 7.5. The increased blade fill doesn't increase efficiency, and for me, that isn't great design. It got the shave done, yes. If you like blade fill, then fantastic. I can take blade fill if it means I get the reward back in the efficiency. There's no reason for me to not shave with the Vector over this for a few reasons. Head design. I actually prefer this handle design, honestly. This handle design, I think, is more aesthetically pleasing. Although it's straight line, I'm not, for anyone that knows me, I'm not a fan of just pure straight lines in design. I think it's a bit lazy. I prefer the handle shape of the Vector. I prefer the handle design of this. So the actual knurling, I think, is better. The head real estate on the head puts me off. And the overall shave wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And for me, there's no reason for me to not use the Vector over that. So that's my analysis with that razor. If this is your favorite razor, I'm sorry. I'm just being honest with you. My brush, Coral Reef brush by That Dumb Rob with a V4 tip knot on it. You see, I produced a really nice lather with this. If you follow those steps and you're a kind of like a tub loader like I am, make sure there's absolutely no water left in this brush, and you're going to be rewarded with a wonderful lather. Load a bit longer is what I would recommend. So if you normally load for 30 seconds, I would load for 40 or 45. Post, last but not least, the Hoshitsu Elixir, the one I'm testing. I've been getting fantastic results with this actually, and yeah, I won't quite know until the 30 days are up, but I guess we will see. If you've enjoyed the video today, guys, and you're new around here, please consider subscribing. I very much appreciate it. I'm getting really close to 900 subscribers. By the time you watch this video, I might be over that. Getting to 1,000 is quite important for me. Once I get to 95 or 950, I'm going to do a big giveaway announcement. So just so you all know, it's going to be a proper giveaway. I'm going to be giving away quite a lot of badass stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. Thank you for joining me once again. I very much appreciate you guys' support on everything and all the videos I do. I couldn't do this without you, as I've said constantly. Be patient in terms of the video quality if you do care about the 4K. Most of you probably won't watch this in 4K, but I do prefer doing it in 4K just because it's slightly higher quality. I can tell a bit, definitely when I put it up on my TV. But yeah, my name is Jack, your host from the Virtual Groom Room. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day, and goodbye for now.